Hello action figure fans, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the WWE Elite Collection Top Picks Randy Orton action figure by Mattel. This was released in 2022. I bought it in 2023. Here it is in a nice window box where we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with. The front of the box there is the top of the box, the bottom of the box with some manufacturing information, one side of the box, the other side of the box, and the back with some biographical information, a picture of Randy Orton, cross-sell showing the other action figures available at the same time. So I will open this up and review the action figure in just a moment. Here is Randy Orton freed from the packaging. He comes with a couple of hands here. Open hands, nicely sculpted. I like the position of the fingers there, and painted. The pegs there have no problems moving. So these are the only extra accessories. Everything else was on the action figure in the package. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's see how tall this action figure is. According to the tape measure, Randy Orton is about 7 inches tall, or almost 18 centimeters tall. So nicely sized action figure. Let's take a closer look at the action figure. There is his head, and he has short hair there. I'm not familiar with Randy Orton, so I can't really tell if that face is accurate or not, but it looks okay. He also has this plastic hoodie with no sleeves on it, pliable plastic, has some nice printing there, some nice printing on the back, so it looks pretty nice. Now maybe they put this on the figure first and then plugged in the arms. If we look at the arms, there's a lot of tattoo work on the arms there, so very impressive work there. And if we move the plastic there, the pliable plastic, we can see the tattoo goes all the way around the arm and also onto the body here. So they put a lot of effort into making this action figure look accurate. And there's his wrestling trunks and knee pads, some pliable plastic that they slid onto the legs there, covers the double jointed knees, so looks pretty good there. There are the boots. These have probably been used with many other action figures. The peg holes are on the front of the foot there. And not a whole lot of detail on the back here. So this pliable plastic does get in the way a little bit. So we might be able to move the arms back and try to pull this off, but I'm afraid to do that because it looks like it's not very much space there, and if I push hard enough, I'm afraid I'll rip the pliable plastic. I don't want to do that, so I think they probably did put this on first and then plug in the arms into the socket, so we might be able to pull off the arms. But before I try that, I think I would heat it up quite a bit to make sure it's as soft and pliable as possible before I tried to pull the arms off. And even then, I don't think I really want to do that. I grew up with action figures way back in the 70s and 80s, and if the arm came off, that means it was broken, so I'm just used to not pulling things apart. So, pretty nice looking action figure. As far as I can tell, it's pretty accurate to the way Randy Orton really looks. Let's see the articulation here. So you can look up that much, look down that much, turn side to side, and some head tilting, so pretty nice there. At the shoulders, you can go out this far, so both shoulders are working nicely, and they go all the way around, no problem. There is a bicep cut, and that is working on this side, and it works on this side. So very nice. Double jointed elbows go in that far, so that's pretty good. This one goes in that far, so very nice double jointed elbows. At the wrist twists, we can turn it, there's a hinge, so that is working. Same thing on this side, and the hinge works. We have an abdomen crunch there, so you can go forward that much and go back a little bit. It's a little hard to see. The pliable plastic clothes here are not really getting in the way, so this is just as far back as you can go. There's the normal position. At the waist, you can turn, so that's working. At the hips, you can do the splits, so that is working. And you can kick forward that far, and you cannot kick back. You can kick forward this far and not back. There's an upper thigh cut, so that is working, and this one is working. The double jointed knees, this little plastic piece does not really seem to be getting in the way. We have quite a bit of range there, so very impressive. So that works out pretty nicely. Now I wonder how long the little plastic knee pads will last. They might get worn out after a while. We have boot cuts here, so that is working, and this one is working. Very nice. At the ankles, you can go on the tippy toes, so a lot of range there. And you can go up this far. So a lot of range with these particular boots and feet. And with these Mattel wrestling figures, there is no actual ankle pivot. So I'm very happy with this action figure. It looks like all of the joints that this action figure has are working very nicely, very smoothly. Nothing was too stiff. So far nothing is too loose, so right out of the packaging the joints are working correctly. So I'm very happy about it working correctly right out of the package. Here is Randy Orton next to a pair of 4-inch action figures. On the right is an adventurer from an Animal Planet set I reviewed a while ago. On the left is the Fortnite Jonesy action figure by Jazzwares. And this Randy Orton action figure makes a great giant size character for the 4-inch scale action figures to battle against. Here is Randy Orton next to a 6-inch scale action figure on the left, the Action Force Condor action figure by Valaverse, and a 7-inch scale action figure on the right, the Masters of the Universe Masterverse He-Man action figure by Mattel. And it looks like Randy Orton is just a bit shorter than the He-Man action figure. So this Randy Orton action figure fits in well with either scale, either as a larger than normal person with the 6-inch scale action figures, or just a normal sized person with the 7-inch scale action figures. I like this Randy Orton action figure from the WWE Elite Collection Top Picks series. All of the joints and articulation work properly right out of the packaging, so I'm very happy about that. And I just like how the action figure looks. This clothing here, which is just pliable plastic, looks very good with his tattoos. He looks like he might be from a post-apocalyptic future. Some guy wandering around the wasteland. So that's how I'm probably going to use this action figure in a display like that. Or I could just make a wrestling display, although I'm not very familiar with wrestling. It certainly looks like a cool action figure. So I'll have to see what kind of display or diorama I can come up with with this wrestling action figure. So all in all, it's a pretty nice action figure. It looks good and it's useful for a variety of purposes. So thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this action figure, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews and commentaries and overviews. I'll see you next time, action figure fans.